What I said, yeah, boys here, Bomudino. I'm telling you, about 80 to 90% to be no Ghana. Yeah, what?
I didn't get I'm
told you about.
I didn't get just started back and yet, your friends and Yadia Chesa.
Oh, but
check it.
No,
Oba.
I didn't get ya. Any has no door. Can promise me. F hit back at a time and not started this angle for the real mind. Opa checking ye pa.
Oh, no, but I know a colleague who knows a Dinketia's
cousin. And yeah, you can know.
No, maybe.
And the Obiti said, a friend said, the Obama England, you're free to answer. Obo Brighton and Hove Albion this year. Recently, Obo 3 goals mom. Obo England national team, but now he doesn't play for them anymore. What I said, Sam Crawford, they only mom say we need. To some extent, England back 5 years. So on the Bontugua. On the crowd, has a folk former coach in the pa. Yo, Ben Ghana, she so. No, Obama Cote d'Ivoire, not Obama Cote d'Ivoire, or a second Obama Cote d'Ivoire, Obama England. But you see, me winning, you know, yard a hammy. Because we are Philly Ghanaian, be a bit yaba. But the key point is, how does the person feel Ghanaian?
When does the person feel Ghanaian?
Yeah, when and how? Because
how they so to mention by when
and when how does he feel Ghanaian? When you feel Ghanaian, when Ghana is in tones, and well, how does the person feel? Tama Ghana wa when you hear mono. Sabre na chese u filia. How do you feel for that? So no about tiana ne bemati. Na bra owo bra mu odin no. Enya when a bra mu odin. How do you feel for him? See a Ghana abobo ball Congo money. Pitches bebree so atwam. Those times those people did they feel Ghanaian? No. Yet Tikroma na Inaki Williams weka chere say. Ono no feel Ghanaian. But then the parents back with the beer. A catcher and say, this is your my own frame. Yet Timwani a friend, and no be Philly Ghanaian. Tell them say how. When they at a time one, a tournament be ba. Share, they be because Daniel Kufiche, one of the people are. Senko wa hwodian, oh. Senko wa hwodian ka. Your money more, so per 120 minutes, your money more. Because this is a guy. Before Black Stars, neighbor friend, all the Black Stars just crack the matches. This is a guy. Not before open your opportunity about Black Stars, then you boot me and no or your Ghana. What I say, Balotelli be Philly Ghanaian after say Egypt for Italy. And a Balotelli ko Ghana Jesse. A Tony Butu. And no crown Italy, yes, I don't change.
I said, I'll tell you, no.
But he later regretted in one of his interviews, or catcher said, Ufi said, Neke saw yede, Obama Ghana. You see, and you're wrong, say Ghana, Nibia, Baba, ya woni ha. Eba Ghana. But I didn't think that Debia, Jenny say, a bread do big stage, and conphobia on my bread. E do one man who say omum fili Ghanaian. Konfobi o hwa omabre e do wa omabre so aba no ye momuntwa. Na obi fili Ghanaian what am na ne. But time Ghana airport is qualifies for Africa as a Nations Cup crown no mumbu. But World Cup do one start body. What is here qualify for Nations Cup ama ya start body we so fili Ghanaian. We so nya obebo
World Cup dey assessment.
Ntina make catch yourself. At the biggest stage of football, no, and the biggest football fiesta we are seeing here, World Cup. And player Bio was as Subia would wish so Bobby. For a record, say, one nya even accolade and free Mukrana, and also when nya Laurel will be and free Mukrana, he was part of the biggest football fiesta we are, which is the World Cup.
He has represented at the World Cup.
Yes.
That will be a coach as a player.
More make a ball World Cup. I can't want to even coaching players are all coaching on Monubuno.
Of course.
And you do what? And a Ghana phobia so no media minim. Young journalists no so be no kahon. You start to qualify kike any interviews ahodoa. Obi to say dinketi akire say opegana.
Na then why any interview I am?
Meba bacho. TBA pa betima. Me ka say interview ni wrong.
Na interview no oya achu.
Eno na make kan say na enyenye ntira me
because recycle interview ni e dey aba betu.
Eti Argentina before see koye bo qualifies ni nyina no. Na Saudi be omo recycle so those videos. Check it. See our stars of many sports journalists here in Ghana, even to the seniors, or my colleague legends. Share the number of players be on minimum or one side, or my study and show interviews on my year, a term on my shoulder. So it means sports presenters, yes, you do baby, I am mupinum, because you mupinum, I can't own a mancophobia audience.
Yeah, but special debut. Journalists need your own or Yenedumon.
Chachi Juma de Binoye. No. Onyaka craft free one. Baby, I benefit interest. Who is that? Prof. Obia when the interest was as
but nobody has discounted that.
Good.
But
a question of bizarre. Me say. I didn't think the album match is to say emuye thing. Otuado buy any. Ya ne muye thing no. Ebre mu odin. Ya start to recycle
because it was BBI timing because it was not necessary. But it is timing. Having about
this is the
put
the story out. Interview bi ha betimi ayato ha na eni asem na behia.
Eni asem ni behia no abo atum.
So that's relevance.
So any relevance in one is what is relevance? Relevance near able to tell Adewe who predict the crown not who predict that this is the best for the future no crown a part of relevance. So to be said,
but the context
that is why you wait to catch as a player where you're good in future. You chasing is here future those times no you started qualifiers na blue baby na mama dia aden na aniyan timi say player where you good obeti you be replace we. This is what I'm saying. Mike Menka say your friends the news no any wrong. But I'm saying say we are part and parcel of these adults problems are coaches need friends say penifo mu team then no go through. But because there are some respected the so-called some respected legends journalists. The moment they are pushing the agenda, are you also discounting the fact that people also do PR for others?
Special.
Are you discounting
that? Special, maybe.
Let me say, are you discounting that?
Oh, but of course, I will not discount it.
Good.
Meba.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yentiasi. Say journalists me feel say it's in the interest of I'm promoting the interest of a player. The honors and the final decision lies with the coach. That's why the coach is in Meba. That's why the coach is the final authority. And until coach, say 50,000 players that journalists bear your own stories are.
It's up to you.
One a winning the Okwa tournament. One a winning players are here. And it's all trashy. Not 50,000 for no more pressure. No, the pressure gets to you. Then you know what you're sort.
At the end of the day, coach, and Samna, you still sit back and write a lot of things about it.
But of
that
course,
is to almost the two crew.
But of course,
even journalists. Or yadio still.
But
just because 170 interest.
But of course, if
Mr. Wayadio, Obabonechi because 170 interest. There are some that does that.
Mr. Ketokreku. Emrana John Entry, kwesi apia mfre no. Ale no onye post on Facebook. Onu kwa no executive committee member. Member
talking about something.
What you are talking about what? I'm saying that
comparing conform into football. Ekroma football administrators no. Football administrators no there. I am talking about journalists who used to stand firm and now standing even in neutral times. Now be our football there. Why not person overturn the player?
But special, I don't think cancer is wrong for journalists to say do stories.
I am not saying
player we were
I am not saying
good. Even speaking for those players.
Mr. Man can't just say wrong. Me say we are part of those problems are
which problem?
Problem be.
What problem be?
We start pushing cophobia and equals push you.
I didn't hear.
I don't
Now I mean come on, don't let me push the goalpost to from where it's supposed to be. As someone American, as a person direct come back before.
Obi and
So
what's the problem about it?
What's the problem about it?
We do time here. Now instead of us to help build a good team, we think that maybe an interest one, whether it is good or not.
There's nothing wrong in representing my interest.
Is there a problem about it?
There's nothing wrong in representing my interest.
Or you are about shuffle with.
So me wo player wo baby a na me representing no na me kana say mana.
Na me see be no me say there are times I am in here. We know Ghana have qualified for the World Cup.
Fine.
You can say you can say
yeah,
but no
because Ghana had qualified for the World Cup. And we are looking at the team no. How we can build it together. And yeah, say player on no fee say one year Ghana.
And special Oba no aba be ken no. Say me ba na me be come there. What can we do? Me suma come there. So you should not see a problem with the me.
At the end of the day, there's one person. He is called Mr. Otto Addo. He will finally make a decision on whatever.
Minister Nimpo kan. Minister ne kan say ye betimi abobo players nyina din. You bet me I can say we were how by the end of the day a coach no and no be decided. When you decided we are and one no.
Back to Master Man American.
One value to uncle.
Players are not players are representing or move free outside on person move team. Said the American me say. So be and feel good dealing with me yesterday. You don't have to feel good dealing with me today.
Is it not about
the same person? It's not about performance.
If the player is playing and performing very well, and there's a need for the player, why not?
Mami Misa, Obi to say Inaki. Can you tell me, say Inaki now is better than those time now? No, can say Umfili Ghanaian Nana. Inaki was far better than now. As a time I know Umfili Ghanaian. Opa catch him some boy. You form clips into an episode of one judge. Time Inaki so Umfili Ghanaian. He was far better than. The friend said now.
Better
that time,
with the national team and also with the
club performance.
No, but
at that time Liverpool even wanted him.
But even now with Inaki's club performance, so your Blasters coach now with the performance and Efra.
Oh, I'm not saying.
Of course, but or see, Inaki decision to feel Ghanaian time no problem.
Yes.
Because at that time Nia qualified for World Cup and therefore he wanted to come and play for Ghana.
Yes.
See, but timer now Liverpool
Madrid and the rest
no. So that time no, why didn't you feel Ghanaian?
And no, they send up a Spain national team.
So the thing is, and I'm saying,
I wonder there are some people who say that's why, for example, somebody like Afina Jan, Keseke rewarding.
Yes.
With a position in the team because at that time no
Yakofa Inyaki ahead of Afinajan.
Good. And
it was the reason why Abranti and Bufu
and which in a certain sense was not fair because Sir Abranti, that young secondary school boy, to put him at the Baba Yara Stadium, so the way at that park Ayema. And how he held himself,
and to
go all the way to Abuja,
yes,
at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, the kind of crowd and any intimidation and
now said one now TV
you could see,
you could feel how the stadium was trembling,
and for the boy to hold his own. Now went to me and rewarding with.
Yes, so I had
with a start or with a place in the team, no, it was not fair to the boy. So, but which is why any say you drop it Fatah Shakubi near the Hudson Odoi.
No, in terms of club football, Hudson Odoi and better than.
No, I'm saying
Fatah Shakubi.
Now, John him say you grew my BBA to me.
Eti the American say
club performance no one is not better than
I say my make a tell me see you crew my baby. I then can't say football is not all about goals.
Anyway, special.
Eti I say we dey say magic.
O can you?
Eti the American say one am feel Ghanaian and bra no mo ho odin mo no. Eni kwa so mo feel Ghanaian ne. Wa bra wo ko na mre yom. Hudson Odoi at a point. Now we're England call up.
Oh, na so wenye bi pen. Say your friend pen.
National team no. And no ambo.
Wa mo bi. Na even na Edin Ketia say your friend no. Your friend Edin Ketia.
Your friend for 3 Lions. Competitive match and I say a friendly match. There be competitive match. When you change in year, you are not supposed to return. Oko competitive one we say you be World Cup qualifiers. So I be Ghana
say Oma modify salon.
That's a then it was the same thing.
No. Oma modify.
Check it. See, as a then these laws were amended within the last 2 years. Check it. Those time back to time. Tie, my nyane to say the way mo keka no. Mami ka sem tro.
Me say sa rule no Oma modify no. Say obo competitive one more competitive. Yetimi the moment obe decided to switch the allegiance, utimi switch bebo.
As at that time,
these laws were made in the last 2 years. And no transition said there be say. Just like player man of Argentina, Sabo, Italy, no. At the World Cup, 58 or something. Or World Cup or have a ball World Cup for her. I'm just me try shit here now. Tie, my young one say, see, I can players are you bet you about thousands of players on your Ghana for money on my. Si akasi nya ye player 1 2 3 e betumi nya thousands of players obi abeti akase o ya de because national team no bia otimi bo good football bo professional football obi abeti abanye sanete what you say but edin na me hwehwe din amode ba Edin Ketia Callum Hudson-Odoi Jezreel Rack Sechi omo talking about Jordan Amisa Yeboah something Romeo Latvia Chelsea, Ansgar North, or no a right winger. Then Josh Echampong, centre back. Then talk about Rom Jadin, Usu Udru, honestly a goalkeeper. Obeka Safa Alex Matos said they were Bonnie Diababi, who they were one. Me or your Ghanaian, the American answer a Ghanaian or so who Ghana for
Obama Ghana.
Okay, Pierre Jomo. Myron Bodu, Jadin, Adai. So who just said no more because some places no more right wingers, centre backs too, goalkeepers. Your goalkeepers now hold this year. Why never catch me say? Obi to say Rom Jadin Owusu Odrono. He's better than your goalkeeper Benjamin Mensah or them this year. Sorry, yeah, or them this year. Obi to me kasa assembly chairman. Jordan Amisa no crano. Who is saying? Now what chain is saying? You will be catch say Turkish league near the now Obono. He's better than your team now qualify. And to the extent and to the extent of say Obayano clean sheet I will keep you with team. You see my young to say as I say never me who says trust every two say let's see you be film near the top players best 6 5 4 bichima. Yeah, Bokwa to us a dachi. So be a World Cup qualifiers Oba is so demanding a high friend saying bonuses near the because on him say a bedroom baby better to what watching. Obi better Jima last minute you be trying to watch me. A been a quiet self in a jana some man of a pay. Shabra or Bray within these 2 matches they are born from Kumasi and then your call Nigeria. When your reward one at the point you see Wakoka full cries on under 23 almost was so on my your cry here. As a football, you can't say this. Our boy, when young kind, you were a brad, you co walk up. No, it's you want you just out was a Dutch, you know. Your chest will be better at some baby. You qualify for World Cup, no pay. No, Abba. No, you know where the near showing videos. Near Casafa, no, maybe a influence coach. No, Kofanaba. It's your man, Bebo qualifies, no. I shall see how one dimmer, some of a year, we beat me Kopaka. Uboboni, we are now 9. It shows you. Enye park papa o akobo ejinema wini ana wabo draw I'm accumulating points am I.
To say a coin Jamina Viaketem 1 p.m.
I see the three so to say here.
No, AstroTurf. Oh, Bo AstroTurf.
Yes. And AstroTurf na nkasa so. Say FIFA grant approve AstroTurf.
Obewie na ona si nyina tata.
Ti so e wash awia na shoot ya ma wadwene nyina say. Watch us here. Na say nipa ne ya packing at nchen. Na e bi kura bonus is na ye che na the friends the qualifying stage na she na nye bonus bi a esombo. At the biggest stage now, your friend say, pre-tournament. Yes, you see, you're dropping on. A bad sir, you just settle. For me says one Philly Ghanaian, a brave more dear, Philly Ghanaian more de. Media to me.
I like that.
So one Philly Ghanaian, a brave more dinner, a brave more dinner. And you also Philly Ghanaian, a brave more de.
Yeah, especially a young camera.
But I don't see it wrong. So Obiba Poakwa Ghana. So I Ghana. Name so one Philly Ghanaian bring more dear. And you also Philly Ghanaian a bring more there.
More there. And they walk up a benti and then bapa.
Yes.
Now Ghana's goalkeeper, Richie Dofori, say or Bonnie Homodin or ye Juma or ye Juma or ye Juma. Nina answer walk up we as Okobi.
Oh, so
say the number one sport in the so or young or born homodins or Bejanadi.
Oh, so there's nothing wrong in
in working hard.
In working hard.
As a Blasters coach, Blasters goalkeeper Richard Ofori says he's working hard, very very hard to earn a place at the 2026 FIFA World Cup squad.
There's no problem as far as I know. As far as I know, when was the last time? Ofori. When was the last time I was?
You see, in football, history, it has a way. No, it has a way
repeating itself.
Obekaya.
Richard Kingsley as a member.
Obekaya, has a full goalkeeper, especially a has a full goalkeeper, and a ball qualifiers in fact, that qualifiers your first game, Richard Olele Kingston and a chair. Ye share ne ba kopoko no wa mabi
and na Burkina
Faso and na Samie je demu a o chi ye qualify wi na only laba top form enu bi na Richard Ofori say o ye dwuma said your beba top form na fi wa beji ne number 1 no
there's no problem. I mean, I think there's no problem
working hard
there be on the Obama Black Stars
at the point no ye second deputy captain
Razak Abeloa ono to beat me aba ana equally Felix Anan num nyina beat me aba nti o de on the on no homode on ko so on to aso an on no on work hard pa na ono boy kokona na ko go na country ko do sa ko kan be she etikade
asembi abeka
say
2 years asem na de be
hey wunim dia o she
Albright brabra na
baba o baba de we ada baba bo ude komisa Pabra ohini brenya
Rachel Ofori pa Pabra
ohini brenya
pombo ko yes leave no akwachi brenya na akokona
ohini brenya amani hunu
ye ni Mozambique
ni Mozambique game
nyami Kristo Yesu
now babe o so work hard yes I'm from to post na za
Alright, Richard Ofori say mon kanchira mo Benjamin me asare ne say Obwada ya beji number 1
Obwada onye training bia wo wi ase a opa onye training no regari botoma no onye so ye wala
contento 98.9 na chese happy 98.9 Emra so kweku ansa Albright ni Ghana's 5-star Yehuri says so at your son Semino so in Tempaso Yan Shasiem and Frenfree the English Premier League no Nyamia Duma Edechina our weekend sports no so no ye be biemu pa nya bre abrobro fixtures ahodo so at the amount na game back where son takrache Liverpool and FM Manchester United game no no and ya bapene iron slot or a manager at the Liverpool bobo kono and ye bisan say name the fitness level of Ryan Gravenberch and FM Pono Alison Becker no say Ananiama Esifa ɛteɛ ɔno ɔsi yie Ryan Gravenberch no ne ho ɔden paa sɛtrɛ kronkron ne ho atɔ na ɛnɛ yi ɔno nso ɛbɛgyina nsensan no so ɛsi akan na ɔbɔ ɛyɛ the orange and I just say the Holland national team no or bomb abaso ewa kweni asanyina so kwan omo fa so manage abemu no utumu sampa ekoyie or say abemu their friend Ryan Gravenberch no omo man no bobe 45 minutes and if emporo Tijani Reinders and so omo man ball 45 minutes into no so eboa player ni yepa but Alisson Becker there ono mo training into no ono there on ka squad na ho ahead of the game against Manchester United.
Brian is completely fit, although we still have to train twice. But if you ask me now, he's completely fit. We are in a good place with the Dutch national team. If Ronald Koeman can make a decision either to play Tijani Reinders or Ryan Gravenberch. So he played them both 45 minutes. Ibu has come back to us, started his sessions again and expected to train with us today. And the third one is Alisson. He's not training with us, so he's out.
Enti Alisson Becker de nyade obetimi agyinamo ada goal post ni mo etiama Liverpool bobo kono na Einslot yeto asubisa ni se Premier League no last season na mo giye in fact crew an eda so mo aso ya mo ginamo dendendin maintain no elho but comparing this season to last season no kamia ise mo performance no elho from ono se no cre o compare last season to this season na ne dance elho mu ni se omo entimi encreate a lot of chances but nyina nkemfu akrampon this season omo na team omo create a lot of chances create chances ahodo wa kwani asanyina so but ade ba ko ha team ni se omo entimi en defend hey omo bia kire ho na goals no egum saa ni atoso mienu teams a omo na omo boy last season no omo nya different attacking mentality also kwan foforo so kra no mafa omo edi share Liverpool den pa also eno so yade a aha omo ye pa long balls ahodo a omo tudigu Liverpool so no.
No, I think what we can say is if we compare ourselves to last season, we don't create as many chances as we did last season in the start of last season. But we are still the team that from open play creates the most XG chances, most shots on target. But we've conceded too many goals. That's for sure. And we've conceded 9, where 4 of them are from set pieces. That is what was and still is, by the way, a strength of us, which sounds weird if you concede 4, but that's not a reflection of the chances we've conceded in terms of set pieces. So the other 5 were 2 fast breaks and 3 from open play. I think in open play we are conceding too many crosses. So that is one of the things where we have to address and what we have to do better. And like Virgil says, I don't know if he says this, but I think he means he implements this. He means this. That teams are facing us differently than the first half of last season, but that is also what I've said. The amount of long balls that we are facing now compared to last season, I think we're already 1/3 on the way in the amount of long balls we have to defend compared to last season after 7 games already. So we have to find answers to that, and the first answer is not to concede so many goals, because if it's harder to score your goals, the best thing you can do is make it harder for teams to score against you as well.
And Jesus Liverpool for mo so my crowd say teams no ampere so be show mo so ampere se bobia e be to matene mo ho enen come Einslot manager e ma Liverpool boboko no and so e dey atodwa Vincenzo Maresca e dey crack Chelsea boboko no this weekend on Nottingham Forest e dey kwakọ bani den dia enye fedi agro na Enzo Akasa ye bisan se Copa ma no ye nyane ntia wo dey atodwa se ne ho ato na no so we dey from so Monfan cheno, Nana Marco Collins, Monfan cheno, I am from so Copamano, Akabe 6 weeks, and son and one tono. Now, also without Copamano, or struggle ye papa, bre, when you are saying so, no mum, ne pe, ne se, and a Copama, a very return fully fit, and no, and a oshe.
I was wrong. Unfortunately, he needs to be out probably 6 more weeks. So, this is the update. Yes, absolutely. We try just to protect Cole as much as we can. And the most important thing is that when he comes back, he's fully fit.
Vincenzo Maresca, coach, ɛrema Chelsea bobo kono ɛna yɛte na ade de nsɛm no na yɛnti ntomu ɛwɔ nsɛm ketenkete a ɛno nso edi ahim ɛwɔ amanane na Real Madrid asɔyɛ ɛna makɔ piem yi na unim sɛ nyame adoma next month ɔmo General Assembly no ɛbɛkɔ so kama na yɛse Florentino Perez mo nkɔmɔ ɛkɔ so paa ɔmo se ɔmo bɛ sɛ Madrid ownership no ɔmo ntrɛtrɛ mu na efempu no ɔmo bie shares ahodoɔ ɛmfa ntoɔ na investors ahodoɔ ɔmo kura sika no ɔmo nso ɛmfa mbɛhyɛ mu Florentino Perez nkɔmɔ a ɔno nso akɔdi a the Athletic for ɛnso akɔtwi bi a yɛn nso yɛka na wɔn nso wate bi kama paa ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛn bu yɛkete na yɛn wura mu ɛnɛ yi Forbes magazine Omo at the report in Trenchepa, Abatuja, when they had the 10 highest paid footballers 2025. Omo so APMO, na Yodi Kain, Cristiano Ronaldo, $280 million 2025. Waje at the Apollo Leo Messi, and so Etosumiano, $130 million. Karim Mustafa Benzema, Etosumiansa, $104 million. And also Aje so far, 2025 more, Kylian Mbappe, $95 million. Erling Haaland, Esinaka Adama City, $80 million. Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid, $60 million. And also Etimi Aje so far, 2025 more, Mohamed Salah, $55 million. And also Enya Sadio Mane, $54 million. Jude Bellingham, $44 million. Lamine Yamal, $43 million. Into 2025, 10 highest paid football players. And Amidi Omudin, Atuja, Cristiano Ronaldo, Leo Messi, Karim Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Vinicius Jr., Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Jude Bellingham, and Efempono, Lamine Yamal. Yada one sem ate emam. Now Federation of International Football added the prize money. Added the prize money for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. No, abetuja kama pa. Natie ye. Joyce, Mr. Fato, why are dear pa? Fato sotafa. Ubetimi joining live on Facebook. Now World Cup 2026 prize money no na wahu ho na team bia wa qualify bia no Africa teams ya qualify no 9 so far say Nigeria mutimi ko bom modern Cameroon mu ko bom modern na playoff ye senya sa one slot intercontinental slot no be kan we be du na each of the African teams no ma qualify no obi abenya 8.2 million euros 8.2 million euros sikabotre and obi anya into Ghana Yeminya be 8.2 million euros and yanso edebaba bobra ahead of the World Cup no na tie ye afamame na uwramo the group stage uwini one game bia 1,679,389 sentien ye pamame 1,679,389 million pounds euros fachami euros na ubenya Perin into your World Cup na nyame adom na Ghana ekochia Uzbekistan bi na chede de 3-0 bia yebenya 1,679,389 million euros and yebenya Perin bia yebenya World Cup no na yakobo draw so 859,542 euros and yebenya tienie fama me 859,542 euros and yebenya Pedro into Koshiasme mini and Yako Guechro na Lami Yama Yechoma Sassika Butri and yebenya Elho into Rinano say and a tier Rinano ebenya 33,587,786 euros. Yeah, scary now the show economy moi. Yeah. Born and fast basu say. Yesusano na mfaso ni boss so sa yakoba na ma maka say ube proud na mbebu ya mfa ni serious kakra bia na nke nei yenso ye diska into the winner of the 2026 FIFA World Cup no obenya 33,587,786 euros. Million euros and ye ken nti anya fedi agrosa na ne obekọ finance bibi nti so wantimi anye kruwa na skase obenya 25,648,855 euros 25 million euros and obenya omo mbekọ semi finals no obenya 18 18,015,267 euros. And on Benya, for the quarter finalists, no, almost 11,145,038 euros. 11,145,038 euros. And almost Ebenya, round of 16, almost Ebenya 6,412,214 euros. Group stage draw. And then I'm the abroad, so Ediamam group stage win, no, and I'm the kind of two channel. In Cheskawa, and I don't want to make Mexico, USA, and if in Canada, ya Pompire, Sagana, Yan so yabati there, Aqua Prince can be our home. Now, and in Tiamina, and it's a Paul Labili Pogba, I've been one year and pra, and yadia 2 weeks a day, enemy, over to my chance in sign of some, Etia kind. Ete ama eya Obiba Poakwa ya frano AS Monaco elho na yeka Monaco nsensem no na endra ana bema ya friend Christian eya Mawisa oye late training na Monaco no se uye late training na okay inti Monaco no uye late training na omo spin bi honom spin the wheel happy on wheels ya tire pa ya kwa utima you better to be an wafa. Now we could team ya and I got to try again. Shame, you know. Now, be 1 year later, no, and yes, spin the wheel. Uncle Tim, you better to be an obey. Be or lucky boy, lucky guy, and I got to one. I said, "Wafa when you? Why late? Wafa when? Happy FM, you be better. Happy sports. Yes, you be better. Why be late? You be more Tim." So toss what? Now I be one Tim. I didn't join a live on Facebook. Mawisa, oh Tim, I didn't. King iPhone 16 Pro Max Obetama each and every player Monaco na behwe Monaco players no obia de so yeah 16 Pro Max na they say Mohamed Salisu aba benya 16 Pro Max na yes 16 Pro Max no enye 128 obi ba mu de ni bi o omo pe 1 terabyte the Marisa na swaya she pop ultimu sampa first team so 35 players so 35 players akwana boka Marisa next time obeba training time happy sports Obiba Poakwa Obiba come up now Marcus Rashford say ni move to Barca na buano a refreshing na England for munyina ye masa o fe no ba papa ente amamo enen nkoma no so aba hono ma ye de won sem ente amao nsem ne doso pa but enei yenya the communication director of the Ghana Football Association say de me na Facebook na mun sen go for friend no bigger quiz na picture bi a Mr Henry de akoto oba say eno transplant ana enyina ba intino ye be gina we so na de asi nsem rebre skins no egu so ekoso e wo Saudi Arabia endra Yannickson at the Italian mafia echi Novak Djokovic ye nhu adwuma de 1 hour pe na wie no obono 6462 ene ono san qualified akọ final kind no say last year no win na win a $6 million obeje e de ahye wata so nti one abemu e friend Carlos Alcaraz ene de kwakọ bani e wo the grand finale na onim say Chris Eubank Jr. ene Conor Ben fight no so e baso den na Chris Eubank say masa first fight na course April 26 no this year no e wo so dinkuni but ene ya na ko person ko bonu kofie ko pa ko bonu kofie ko na femporo bibia ko yi but this time around o ahye obia masa 12 France na ya de be last 12 France then last obe kuno.
I am going to go into that ring on November 15th and we're going to set the record straight. I won the first fight, but I won it in a fashion which I was proud of, but at the same time, there was disappointment in that victory. I wanted to make sure that he didn't see the 12th round. I wanted to make sure that there was no question who the better fighter was. And the fact that, you know, Conor Ben can come out away from that fight saying that he hurt me and that, you know, I was a one shot away from finishing the fight. You know, that's all lies. But I want it to be conclusive this time around.
Okay, we are in Sama Chris Eubank Jr. and so at the two Jaya sorry so call na Prince Obiba Poakwa Brown at the show na beto so but before you back on and then Winfred Zaha ni buafu Mateta uni say Mateta dey akoto just time no more Crystal Palace o catch players ni say any France national team obebo o say Zaha twitwi na sere na say na wo be dey Benzema mo be dey akonya ball say wan kasa da but that time na nkomo no course no na Jordan ayu mu nyina ho 10 players and no mo a o kasa asem no and no mu nyina dey sere ntia den and no nko out of that 10 players no ne nko ani din and wetimi abo o say ne buafu yie papa onya call up no kokko IG akọ congratulate ni man 3 nkwa ntia fa den say na me wonyina na otame and then nkomo kakra Zaha and so e dey atudwa sorry so na show no so atwa so come pa de amai
Chemo, Charlie, you hold me down, and I'll forever be grateful. You know, say since you show me to soccer bet, I see grains. Talking of good cash out, fast payout, high odds, and total odds accumulation, bro. If they go on for this side, Charlie, that be high for day. I be you know that, bro. Soccer bet they do the most. Then my interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose.
SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Efri nyanhini ekosi nro efri haban edi konkwa Ghana bibidro di tumi sorry anwodene ene nukremu ebre no dro say ye di Ghana Herbal Conference die di kan kra ebro jumadie ebekoso December bosomene da etoso miensa ekopim enum ewo Prempe Assembly Hall Kumasi asemtitra ede jumadie ne so ne Harmony in Herbalism, Balancing Tradition and Innovation. Bra na bahwe akwan hodo a ye bibinro na hunu nura hodo a ya yo ewo Ghana ha na ne adunsifo akukudan ene wono mu a wo ye bibinro mu hwemu eni nkoma ehun hia sa adwumadie wono mu maso yasene amiade bramo eye the Ministry of Health, Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association, GAFTRAM, Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, and the Center for Plant Medicine Research. Bomodia na kwa be fontintan kese ne so www.ghanaherbalconference.com. DHE ewa be fontintan kese ahodo no so at Ghana Herbal Conference. So pese obeda wunru awayo no edi anase ope baby a ubetimi di unro na sie ewo dwumade na se a bomodia na frey ewo tetefo homa iso 0202-222-095. Ana before forms ewo YFM Kumasi Inshaye so ben MTN Inshira FM anase Love FM. Ghana Herbal Conference, our roots, our remedy.
Happy Sports, le meilleur. Happy Sports, supérieur. Happy Sports, exceptionnel. Happy Sports, numéro 1.
Koyo, me koyo. Agbanade. Se me fini me fi na me ya. Okay. Na no ntumi ade wa fa wo ka ho asam tira no. Na ko kurom.
Ni ni pa be sigati asie. Ni sigati asie na la ni pa be sigati asie. Ona shiga, ona loko. Baba loko ma kani baba sigati asie na la ni baba sigati asie. Ona shiga. Happy Sports, le meilleur. Happy Sports, supérieur. Happy Sports, exceptionnel. Happy Sports, numéro 1.
Mayena kwaku ansan o bright as se ode yen call amanone na sa breadie me unse ye hye dwumadi na se me ka sa me was surprise bi ma na me nka ena no pay the director of communications edema Ghana Football Association Owura Henry Asante Chum abesrae e wofia ha we de ensra keke ena obesra yen esan se happy de ni fie prekope enti ene oha no si o ma menkwai na menkosra me nuanom a ewo happy kakra enti ene Henry Asante Chum aba enti kwaku ansa mepacho fa owura Henry eye Asante Twum bra maningura aha na ansana obewura ha no mamenka wo se soccer bet offer a great opportunity to win even when you are losing and no a soccer chance 8 akra for 10 plus matches enti obetimi afa 10 obetimi afa 11 obetimi afa 15
98.9
obetimi afa 15 na make sure say us na that's how matches here afa nyina so no 1.30 and I say higher enti obetimi aye 1.30 1.301 1.302 sa ulusu one game ewo mu a ye reward 3 times your stake. Terms and conditions apply. Enti we a soccer betting kwa so na ubinya. You see in betting sense there offer 10 matches 15 matches na ba ko say anka wa lusu bet no ba esan say a soccer bet any soccer chance and na obo ye ninti no ulusu one game pe ye reward 3 times your stake. Shenenso. Terms and conditions apply. Shenenso pa famame. Sanso and America will say unum said the whole month of a year the whole month of October no a year customer service month.
Happy FM 98.9
aseda keke ene ye de mamu aseda keke ene ye de mamu se maboa yen maka ye ho se ye Happy FM se ye YFM maka ye ho na maboa yen na bre ne abre nyina ye ne mu ni yen edi dwuma munti ene ye sori ahomrache ebedi dwumadi ya yedi ye munti ne ye ba enti customer service month ye se ye damase se wutie YFM se wutie Happy o se oye customer ewo Global Media Alliance de ye nyina mu no ye se ye damase papa pa munti ye bekoso aye de ye abrene abre nyina mun hyene so na mesan akai obiem se on the 25th of October 2025 YFM area cruise jam ye be boso ye papa pa ye boso dia na ye the forecourt of Legon City Mall eho na YFM wo na ye the top your favorite top artist any globally hap men any hap women any your powerful MCs any ye de neighbor Shenenson is a movement of music love and awareness ni nyina ne say Pink October no unim say October breast cancer awareness month enti ye boa pa na ya boa ye nuano ma no ene mema enye breast cancer ankasa na enye emanko anenya emema kura nso obi a owo nufu bia otimi nya bi ye boa ti ye the music aka awareness month ne ho ene ye de ebro hyene so pa famai ti ye boso dia na ye boso na the 2025 YFM area cruise jam no is proudly powered by Smirnoff Ice, Shenenso, Smirnoff Ice, Munches, everything cacao, blue jeans, the luckiest, and a real cooler. Omona aso yasia, ye de air bro. Enti one nation, one vibe, one jam, all in Pink October. Jibu semen country or say in Sukrujin or Modiaba. Almost a foul 18.9 liters bottle, no dispenser bottle, no ebeje omodie 20 liters nibi unto esikebia enka ho jibu ewo 9 African countries Ghana eka ho bi na oba Ghana ha ye wo site ahoro be makomako enwotwe ye wo airport ye wo North Legon ye wo Adentan ye wo Osu ye wo Asalam down Dansoman Sotium ena afi Madina bebi amabobo so nyina wo ho na bepese oni yen ebedi djuma free 0302 528 669 Jibu a better life. Betika semen country was say free the bee. One MP free. Betika app no mount 100% a free bet. 8 year ko Google Play Store na download it. Wo Betika app no. Unya download ya your favorite games. Most convenient way I bet media place you bet is that easy. Call www.betika.com and I said dial *263#. Shenenson. Say terms and conditions apply. advert way vetted and approved by Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. Beti kase men kanchiro se wonni muro mfie dumotwe a men fa ho nhye betting ana gaming. Na omo si gaming no so addictive e ko moje mu a ufiri mu a ya pa din enti hyene so e fama me na kai se betika free the bee. Owura Henry Asante Twum aba abesra ye ne anopai oye communications director at the Ghana Football Association. In fact, since the appointment, a del bebre aba sanso ena abemubuo bebre so aba pa yaudie pa oyene eni esudie omo ama ebi abo Ghana for pa
ade baako a Black Stars for, and I pray say on best sansa ade omo ma Henry ninje baako
debi work up abanani age
debi
there's none like what
debi to boss mami kasim ni at least from in the past no do be kwa do semi-finals to beat me dwa wenu ma so dwa wenu ma Ibrahim Sani Dara any obi bomwa na semi-final match no ya kwa lusu wo baby na chese abi ya kwa final bi na ye ni Cote d'Ivoire bi na nkoyi na Sani Abana is we are all emotional we there wo sha sie mo ye ya no mo di ya group stage panyan wo mo man ninje bako enti yesra mo World Cup idea. Said the woman 2010, woman Ibrahim Sani Dara any G no. No, sometimes saying around it and around it.
Sani after 2010.
After 2010. And he said the woman to me ma Randy no tell I mean, can you imagine 2010 World Cup? We played, we qualified with 2 matches to spare. Now you know, make I say a qualifier na TV sooner Randy only ni huge frame no. Now you say kuma me strange Yankopon ma me nua be ma ne say
ya what Yankopon ate
me strange Yankopon ma
Yankopon tie o Bible
say 2026 there anye bia na semi final bi. Not just say from that time now group stage now we done enum sa we dum sa
o kasa na say enumja
there be odum sa no kagum no pegum sa not just say na semi-finals be only Holland be Koshiana say Ankoyi na say no or they are balancing how far now so far so very very terrible
say all right you be sha say mami Henry picture na uswana no wonwi bebre ewo yiti so no me ba cha Owura Henry Asante Twum
sir
unse na Friday no show no relax Kwame Jumajima
na say na Friday
journalist aba abeka ye ho e wa ha ntia ne ye bedi nkomo pa
ye do obi afu ti Friday you to be the way to so
enu mpacho picture utwa ne da ben na wadi mfie sei e na utwa za picture
na me akola na mani mafusaro
and say we na be 1820
Jesse mi pacho ma me ni
last week na try
ma mpacho Jesse ma
last week na try picture
enti transplant na say e den
transplant eh me nwe fu a wo se transplant
cheze World Cup ba ko ade a qualify enti eni gie na
say World Cup ma qualify me
What say ya ni Euro fi kura say 2020
ono na tournament ranshera anye
enye tournament asem
one qualify
qualification ndi ma
enti Miami
where you deal
and the
and where you no back to back and so
back to back
fe pa kasa bia ni ho in fact the dancing ya the possible 30 points we are 25 points
me lose back on board draw back asa
where you deal
enti binya 8/10
8/10
excellent
eno na ama utrini
80%
amanwina fu
pa
ama unwina fu ba de mi hu
enti weyi na wakoyi na wabai
anope ya
enti Henry Drew Shaibu ha e wase ha ya e baba bi wase
na mode atumi so I don't know so.
And then the others.
Who difference? Say what ko you.
Sunday, utiefu say after Sunday na utiefu say na Friday where yi na oda so nti owura Henry Asante Twum ena da ye stream wo Facebook nti mo am wo Facebook no owura Asante Twum ene on the she blue a oti studio no ena de wo middle yi no she minim say ye yellow say ye
lemon green
ena na she no ena na ntrinyu afuku ha ni nyina say wakoyi sakura ena de abetena studio ha enti eno nso eno no aha na ebe
shase God is my baba
na ade na honwinwi za ade eyo ngongo
em ngongo asem de atome so
sa
ade na yen fa dia da so no ento so sa kopim se ebe wi
say before and now yeah before and
then
now
and now okay
the sudden change
yes
within 3 days or 4 days
yes enti no say
show no ya wo de enti de wo be ka bia ma
say ye wo era of AI enti bibia e possible
say betimi afuno AI or jeans I am efu
man cancer
and our hormones
me say ye wo AI emre enti bibia e possible
AI or man hormones in jeans
yes
me papa
me
5 years ago the baby na AI cover the jeans and the hormones e be share me so
that's it me for our jeans
I was a free baby me papa de no na e wo mi mu
AI no enye
me mama ninwi
AI enye jeans ene edi yo AI de timi ya bibia me wo AI ame ya bra me cake kesi ya cake ekuta me so na ye picture no na enye cake picture no bidia ye na o de abram enti owura Henry Asante Twum na ti studio ya na nima ya kama ena no nso na tire fuku ha ene na bodwe se nyina fuku ha what ho ase ne senokra ase ye different from
yeah no missing
enti no but Henry ye nin komo first of all ye mo wabaso for the World Cup qualification the enti ebebo wabaso no is because yan qualify anko AFCON and ya qualify e de akọ World Cup. What was the difference between AFCON qualifiers and World Cup qualifiers in anything?
Well, Prince, that's it. And then when I just said about to Kwame ni Kofi wa. Hey, Kofi ni Kwame. And I'm telling Vivi.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And I mean some Friday.
Also ya Kofi.
Yes.
Centra. Anyway.
Me so 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 man kana
before me share you know. Make us say yada Ghana for us bibia o mayama e bia ni so from Kumasi Babayara September 2023 and I share akwenti o yase and eventually 12 October 2025 yeah they aba na wie until we are almost 2 years old and I prayer na any we are one of the teams any the next FIFA World Cup in North America. Yeah. Yes. Inti this was say from your first match against Madagascar Babayara, the stadium was full. Second match, Central African Republic, Babayara, the stadium was full. Third match, Chad, Accra, same. Yebo, Mali, same. And then eventually Comoros, and also the stadium was full. We appreciate it so much. And yeah, they are able to JJ Mukra.
Joyce, made the pictures be amount. In fact, Enra posti pictures. In fact, Nansen oh now the washeda now what posti bibi. Enra posti bibi a o da Ghana for us inti o kase ya the better so now okay. They all can.
Okay. And again, your ball qualifies no within 2 eras. Era 1, and Akufo-Addo, and era 2. President John Mahama and Akufo-Addo bought 4 matches and President John Mahama bought 6 matches and the man penning for Nipa Benui say their cooperation and support was undiluted during the campaign and we appreciate it so much. Former Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf our Shasie Honorable Kofi Adams so betwaso almost so yeda and then finally the media. We couldn't have done it without the media. Sabi, you say, the Udiwachi, and who was and no Hesosa. A Kuya or Becachel, and Kuya or Becachel. So the criticisms, the objective analysis, and all of that made us better. Ebi amane saa anka yeni ha. Ema yetimi ye de so omo fa omo sebe omo nkwasa sebe free so a anka yenru ha. So we appreciate the media a lot. The wall-to-wall reportage, the coverage of the team, the patience you had with us. Sometimes it's difficult. Yeah, accessibility is a challenge. Accreditation issues between your courses, but eventually you will still find the media present at the various match venues. They are always pushing us in touch. They want to know what is happening and all of that. Media and also Happy FMT2 Yadamasi Papa for your support. Ubisam say, what was the difference? I think we had a peaceful World Cup campaign compared to the AFCON. There were less distractions. There were less negativity during the World Cup qualifiers. AFCON. Over here, AFCON. Now back to back. Yeah, boy, within 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
Yeah, boy, September, October, November, and year. And within that period, there were a lot of challenges. Again, African game, no, edrum pempensobia. Say we are Oman bit say Ghana, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, South Africa, Nigeria. Now we are powerhouse. You have to take your home games seriously. And Hamitia make say semi-penning for Kaya. Immediately when we lost to Angola, me call dressing room, me drew on my bosa kakra. Babayara. Timi Joanna president by. And no, cheer up. No, you are. And I'm catching president. Say, President, teams that lose at home struggle, especially in Africa. As a name who they are and over here, you will draw back home out of 9 in your 1 point. Even to the extent that we lost to Niger, Accra, we lost to Angola, Babayara, we drew with Sudan. Until out of 9 points, we had 1. It is because 1 year home fortresser will be struggle in the African game today. Because when we knew a home, we saw Angola. When we knew a home, we saw Sudan. When we knew a home, we saw Niger. Yako Niger, Morocco, Yeshe first, Alidu, Kikri no meti 1-1. Yako Sudan, first half 0-0. Second half, you buy a Pampai 2-0. Yapon.
Miwa no
about 0-0. 0-0. Yako Angola, Jordan share first. Kikri no mati 1-1. Miwa no abesho 1-0. Babayara. What I say, if you do not work hard to pick your home points, it is difficult to win on the road. And again, team Bia will go through that spell, no, or psychological effect. How to even prepare players to get them ready for the next game. Difficult. Ulusu sa. I will say esteem no belief ever form. And also one factor. When they compare World Cup qualifiers now, Yeshe Mali away. Difficult. 43 degrees Celsius. Heat pa in Bamako. Yeshe omu 2-1. You call you can say Central Africa we are you call show 5-0.
5-0.
You understand. Comoros share 1-0. But now during a period I say almost so kakra. No more sharing or AFCON before we were going into that game.
Yeah.
And no crown first half was 0-0. Second half kiki 70 something minutes and almost share. And I to me ante and the benefit. Wow. You must always ensure that your home matches are winnable and you must pick those points. Until World Cup qualifiers, yeah, we need a home matches, 5 we need.
Sure.
Yeshe Comoros, Yeshe Central Africa, Yeshe Mali, Yeshe Madagascar. And no 5 times 3 is 15. Unya 2 away wins kanwa. Saying 21. You are good to go. And that is what happened. And that was the difference between the World Cup qualifiers and the AFCON qualifiers. One other thing, because we noticed, say, and sometimes you and in football or in sports, you must always apply science. You who say a players need believe conform. Immediately after the World Cup qualifiers, there was a deliberate decision to visit every single player.
You mean after the AFCON qualifiers?
Yes, President Stephen Appiah, Vice President, the coach himself. Almost visited every single player.
Now you're involved
in the AFCON qualifiers to give them reassurance.
Well, that's a lot of work.
Yes, we visited every single player. Uko Englander, also uko Semenyo, also uko Jordan ho, also uko Ishahaku ho, Satam Kamal Din so England, also uko Kamal Din ho, also uko Pateo. You visited every single player after the AFCON failure. And again, we noticed that it will be proper to ensure, say, on one-on-one discussion with a professional. Into one of the decisions we took was also to hire a top-level sports scientist in psychology. And he was part of this technical team. And the changes now here with the technical team, one was to get a psychologist, Chris, from Belgium, and or take you over. And his one-on-one engagement with the players immediately after breakfast. Schedule for all the players. Come and see me after breakfast. Okay, if you are not comfortable with breakfast, after lunch, come and see me after dinner. One-on-one engagement with all of them to give them that reassurance and to let them believe, say, we are still with them. Sometimes players, say, Ekobani say results and kuya. No who say, Ebia, what I say, wapa. It also affects them. Because one, they have a family, they see the things people write, they read the things people write, and all of that. They hear some of the things people say on radio. It gets to them. So that's it. These were the decisions we took. Mijiri is a boy. And again, we decided to be consistent with the leadership of the technical team. Even though it was unpopular, the FA decided to stick with Otto. And no, quicker be by
because the AFCON performance, but everywhere he would
yes. But one, now you say you 2 assignments. Bakwe AFCON, Bakwe World Cup. World Cup at the time, no, we need 2. Central Africa and Mali. And AFCON, what was 6 matches? When to me we need. So where do you place value? You can say, okay, and to me and AFCON. It is imperative that we improve results in the World Cup qualifiers. Let's stick to him. Let's give him confidence, and let's provide anything that would get us the results. And then the changes now with the backroom staff and the inclusions nearby, were absolutely helpful. They changed everything. Kasa yebitumi and say ebuse ye call your 5th World Cup.
Ye call your 5th World Cup. Now, Mami Musa Nkrofo in terms of the playing body, the captain na Ghana for atwenya na Jordan's leadership and captaincy. How do you respond to when you're close a year way with the team? You've seen captains with the national team, but Jordan the Nkrofo bebre e believe say ahohia ye komu every 2024 AFCON. Your free move group stages, your bebo AFCON qualifiers, your Intimia Meki. Jordan was the captain that Ghana needed. Henry Asantichum.
Well, first of all, I will respect you, be a decision. Very important. Maybe why ABA many opportunities I mean selected players in the team. ABA be free, maybe bebem. It will be our ne right, say Obek China dream. At the time we were playing the AFCON qualifiers, the coach took a decision. And to him, that was the best decision. But Sebi, yase entia akwasia entohwe so impreno. And Sebi, Jimmy Fonkwana own twins is anadri. And one of the things he did was to do a proper retrospective inspection of some of the decisions he made. Eventually, he came back to the FSA. We're taking decisions going forward. Jordan will be the leader of the team.
So the FA left the decision with the captaincy of the Blasters to the coach.
Yes. The coach is the leader of the team. The coach takes decisions. The coach selects players. The coach decides on who to play and who will not play. The coach decides on tactics. Everything. It is a coach, epe obia a candy for or no. I also take a decision. It is always dangerous to impose something on the coach. So he came back and said, why retrospective analysis of BBA course the decision we're taking is going forward, Jordan will be the leader. Oko Abrantier no only could incomo. Asema make with the same thing and Okacha Abrantier. And he gave him responsibilities. I want you to be more vocal. I want you to be in full control. I want you to take charge of the team. I want you to lead by example. Jordan Yobia, I have known since 2011. And I am very close to the IUs. And he doesn't talk much. Na nikasa ye kakrebi. Na nsen akra na ya me force ni so nko interview kra ya o person oye anase oye. For instance, ye boss Central Africa or ye a few interviews here and there. Enti onye obi a o pekasa o ye gidigidi. No. But I like the way he has led the team in the last 10 months. First to send information across. Now, Maminka Bibincho, yewo Morocco na ade be chiama ya Central African Republic. You drew stadium ho. Normally the ritual you drew ya omo dress wie omo ye bibia physios no hwe omo wie na omo chechire omo bandage ni sana mana ye bompaye. Ye bompaye wie a na yenka team no ho no. Yenka core technical team no ye free. Na aka coach, the coach, assistant, video analyst, and then the players. Now what training, you know, they are almost babaye and all of that. Coach Kasawi, you know, Okache coach said the technical team should excuse the players. And be a free. I want to have some minutes with my players. And he spent 2 minutes talking to them. He said, this is the time. It's a time we tremor. Yenya time be. Me, I may not have the opportunity to play at the World Cup again. Say nature moi. Say we need there.
Sana Jordan.
Yeah. He told them. So everybody who is here to joke, throw it away. Switch on from now until the end of the game tomorrow. Somebody at least consent me hey guys, this is the moment for us. We qualify today. Accra will be a party. If you are still thinking about your problems at home, throw it somewhere. Switch on. Even if you are not on the pitch, be on. Because you don't know whether you come on or not. Let's be 100% fully concentrated. From this training up until tomorrow, I want to see every player focused on the match. And that is the result we saw against Central African Republic. What I say. And I think he also had a good campaign. 14 goal involvement, 7 goals, 7 assists. And he shows that leadership on the pitch. He's the first to rush to the referee. He's the first to speak to a player. He's quick to react. Bibi Ankoya, who you mistake, he will come to you. Inti, I think he has led very well. Me pese me bon abaso for what he has demonstrated in the last 10 months since this leadership role, no, Emano. And I can only wish him well for the tournament proper.
Henry Asante Chum eno abesran na ohye Kwame Juma ne Jesse Kofi Amponsa omo middle enipa miensen omo ko way back enti onye omo miensen nyina na ne omo di nkomo a eye pa. Henry Nkrofo se
Nkrofo se na wo na wo kan Nkrofo se wo tie ye show so se Nkrofo se
de Nkrofo kan no de Nkrofo pese ebusa no eno ne ebusa mo mu
na me hu se obi a send o message
na obede na abi hu obede na abi hu
na de tiri krum nyina na de ba radio so
me say eye de Ghana fo se emusa no eno ene ebusa
o de kawasem
Ghana fo se going to the World Cup any the next level no coach Otuado ohiamoa enti yemwa
ben
in terms of say yako World Cup na bia ye ni Argentina bi na ebo na wa hye ne baako
Argentina coach odi winning World Cup no 34 years
o minim ya hye ne baako ya hye Argentina baako ya hye Argentina baako
experience bi so winning World Cup
ya hye Argentina baako na esi etimi manage game na di yi omu free mu e wo quarter finals a ebeye din ama Otuado therefore
say ye share Mali baako mo 20 enzo no mbobo ni nyina ana esro Mali na zona Argentina
na say no baby ana otena me hu na wuntimi ntena ho yi
but say me eventually we won
But now what na entena.
Mali was clinical finish almost.
Football there anka yin adwuma ya boy wi ya boy wi.
Enti
if yin adwuma.
Enti Ghana for say technically Coach Otuado ehia support going to the World Cup. How is the FA going to support him?
Prince, every single individual on this earth needs support. A moment it is peculiar to one person. Every single individual in this world needs support. Maybe, it is a mechanic. Into my me free up, me copy mechanic. Support. Support. Uti say bibi ye kekere wo has here over free technician and support. That is not your field. You understand? Inti enye peculiar to Otuado. And Comoros. I paid particular attention to their technical team, backroom staff. Omo 24 Comoros. 24. Aha o constitute technical team. Now you're more than 20 crowds. Hey, yes, man, Ghana sika, to Ghana sika gune. If you want to succeed and break even, Portugal, 3 years ago, I was working with them. You match me kofa Ronaldo they call post match. You ball here. I'm share 3-2.
Yeah.
Their backroom staff is 45. 45 backroom staff. Look. Even to the extent that they have a video analyst specifically for goalkeeper. They have a video analyst specifically for defenders. Video analyst midfielders. Video analyst forwards. Into video analysis department, Nipa 6. Imagine, say Ghana constitute two technical team for a World Cup. Now, Ababon is a video analyst, yes, 6.
No, if that's what...
So we must be committed. First of all, the narrative must change. Say we want the best. We must be willing and ready to spend. If we believe that is what will give us the results. Obiba Krum staff here 60. Oh, there 15. Usu. Are we ready to hire more people? Do we have the resources? Are we committed? This is what we should be asking. It's not just about Otuado here support. We all need support. It's the biggest football competition in the world. So it is fair to strengthen your backroom staff when you are going into such a competition. But Prince, are we willing to such investments?
Maybe we'll make a case for it.
Oh, yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Maybe, just maybe.
We always do. Why did Winfrey Schaefer join the backroom staff? It's because of some of these reasons. So he brings his experience to bear. He's an AFCON winner. He's been to the World Cup. He's played in the FIFA Confederation Cup. He's coached in Jamaica, blah, blah, blah. Rich CV. So we felt we needed to tap into the expertise of an experienced manager to guide the coach. So if today we are still calling for supporter, are we willing to commit, to invest in the technical team? That's another subject. But to me, Otto doesn't need support. We all need support, and he's not an exception.
Inexperience going into the World Cup.
World Cup now, and that is still inexperience.
Minimum. But inexperience going to the World Cup, is it a concern for the FA?
And we don't think he's inexperienced. He was at a World Cup in 2022, and he's going for another World Cup. People have been to the World Cup. Bratome Dukovic called World Cup on coaching team Papa Bia in his life in 2006. Milo called World Cup 2010, Udru quarter final. He didn't have any top level coaching. No, if I am wrong, tell me. Kwesi Appiah called World Cup 2014 or Brazil. He didn't have any top level coaching.
He went to. He's been with the
Dukovic, assistant coach. Dukovic went to the World Cup with no experience. World Cup experience. He had only one tournament experience. And even that, we exited in the group stage in Egypt. Milo, no experience, but he got to the quarterfinal. So sometimes, I cited the Argentina example.
Lionel Scaloni.
Scaloni was in his 30s when he won the World Cup with Argentina. No experience. Into Obiawa Kobida, no mean to me, because you're inexperienced. He's been there before. He knows the expectations. He knows the burden on his shoulders. And he has seen it before. And he failed by exiting in the group stage in the previous competition. Going into another one, he cannot be described as inexperienced. Maybe he must work on his flaws in the previous one, but it cannot be inexperienced. Intimidate he is equipped. He has shown it. When the odds were against us, he exited under Milo. Comoros 3-2, and to qualify. You bought draws how much in Poa, and gave it to me qualify as one of the third best finishers in the competition. And he free mu. Nigeria was one of the best teams in that tournament in Cameroon. We brought in Otto. Within 10 days, he prepared us and we qualified at the expense of a coach who had been there for years. A coach at the time, Iguavon, who was experienced more than Otto. Factors, science.
It was Ghana, Nigeria. There's a rivalry between these two nations. It can go anywhere. Games involving these two.
So it's normal to go to Abuja and get a result. Is that what you are saying? Before then, now
it's football.
Before then, now when last was a Ghanaian team gone there, won your result in Nigeria. So these are things you cannot take for granted. So when he was inexperienced, when he had never been to the World Cup before, he was able to do it, and he sent us to the World Cup. This time, I'm sure. Wabun compound and chia their uncle ye there. And was all any mistakes or big key and it's an was saying your opportunity cobium. And he has the benefit of hindsight. He has the benefit of lessons and certain decisions Abia will take here uncle ye. And I would like to believe that he will do well.
And no, Henry Asante Chum. Minimum the entire Jesse, a show was he stand.
Why?
Why star-studded?
Why?
He stand.
Why did he stand?
I'm surprised. Something who said
why stand?
Who said no? But
I'm in a pensive mood.
Why?
But I'm listening to you. You are talking. I'm listening.
Okay.
No, the way I was assuming about you now. I said the American as a fakwe movie.
Oh, Debbie. Me Kasa. Communications director.
GFA communication director.
No Kasa no.
Your ball qualifiers in on Kasa will go baby. And we decided send on Ghana's #1 sports station. Ebedin kom.
That's how them feel.
Yes.
I will buy and can't
Minim
me buy and I'm koi.
Minim pa. Emribia na nkrofo si enyi wadi we afi one ye bom pa esen kom nyu na ye famra bim.
Nanka
nkrofo say enyi medi.
Emra ne wo asino.
2024 you call AFCON
na yes na we need strategy.
Yes we need strategy be kasa or radio so be can be kire Ghana for onso say we make can be kire Ghana for. Anka ye you e na ne ye bom pa ye wa sen kom nyu. Ye san fa.
Ye hia ade ye hia.
Now unti sa asem ne dia for the first time e ka kire.
Anka ye yi me.
Me ba o. Kwesi hwe manim. So o kai project no. Project latest project here abakru mu na say ka ke you anaka ka dey case na so
Jesse Mpacho Jesse Mpacho Kwame wa ha mukasa sa asem a me kan 1 TB da oh me say 1 TB da say na mo say kokasa kwade na ubai wa ye din wada ko usori anu wada hwede enkrofo kan kotie die happy for kan onko kan hwe.
In fact me kopie bi so kra
bi
so kra
o kopie so en
o ma me kopie o mo so me di o mo ho ya
Henry Mpacho o ma kwa me kasa Mpacho me ba so
because na eni na o twi no 98.9 me ko shia sam microphone ni Henry ni na o twi no hwe omudi
na de wonye wadwuma yi ayenka say ye no na wonye wadwuma yi ti ayenka
e wo kwan ya ye fa so ka no won say there's a distinction between ABR you in a position of ABR power and influence any ABR bibia wo ye ABR wa yonko fam ABR ebi a boss or ha only near fine pa, but it drew a juma dia fine be any a year juma no. So the focus is on the work. But even though the focus is on the work, no, there's a thin line between that relationship with your boss and emre albeba betsnaha. Into untimi shiame. Me year juma mawa. I'll catch him and say, Kwame. Over the years, I've seen you put the effort. I've seen you do this. Now chow. Now shiakufi. Sena sanwa sampa. So ushia kofi na wakaza. Oh, I would menkasa wish him po. Ebia ne modern bono ebia ekwenim ana enkwenim ana ebia say ni. You don't ridicule the person and make it look like nipa krono or nyehi. Minim said that's why I say me homudi man kasa because ne will program be and I'm the more koye. The long and short is you knew another that's what matters to me. And
we bronu bi okofo dia ye betomu. O ka se o betom. O ka se na unim se na o ka yes. Enti na me ka se o yempo dia ne ye bompa ye sen kan koso. Na nka ye de waba happy back. Enti eno so but in fact latest project be enti but enya amaso enti ye de nyame asese.
Se betom I happy part time.
There be wadwuma doso. Wadwuma doso pa. Ye pe full time. So be ja be dia.
E do that so fast.
Fast say.
Senka mi sila embra so.
There be mi jai.
Wajai fasting.
Me jai na odi akọ World Cup we dey. Unse World Cup no meku bi nti bia me ko na me ko face challenges.
Mama baby ada. We call North Carolina 2023 no. And journalists buy me I feel the idea sign me who so mutiti o me ho mu nim say woni baby awo ela me so wo di ba ji say mo sorry mo tigana manu bang mo sorry ni machi what was that post watch obi man so
na nya Ghana ska
friendly match na Ghana ska friendly match na Ghana ska
that's why you do
wanu ka say
nya Ghana colors na mo de ko
na me do om di machi na me so mo nkoda avere o do den when any kumnati ko
I told him to
come. I don't go and say catch. Yeah, man, the boko wa. I boko.
Who's your Montini amount there?
Who's your Montini to go? Who be do that one nanatiko?
But Henry, on a more serious note, Edena, because and you didn't come on him said you didn't come on. In that meeting after AFCON qualifiers, why do you think the GFA president make his case for Otuado? Then GFA president who about Otuado? He speaks highly of Otuado.
Now, first of all,
because everybody in that meeting, went into that meeting to sack Otuado.
How do you tell so went in Obiako?
Because any bebre akasa.
And almost then.
The brain to say going into that meeting, the possible decision I Bema Ghana for any was to let Otuado go. But GFA president stood his ground.
You see, yes, sometimes that's part of leadership. It drew stage bia utie yodium na ukoteke decision na enonso ko backfire na ede ayenene apinisiaba. So it is always imperative that leader be calm, and it's one of the reasons why I admire President Mahama so much. The calm nature and the way of funny mano. Emma me hunu de bia me admire no a lot.
But what did Kate say?
And with respect to the question, first, one is about qualification. He has it. In fact, in these qualifiers, Otto is one of 7 coaches now more qualifiers than more Omukuta UEFA Pro license certificate. maybe in terms of experience, he had not been tested at the highest level, especially at Dortmund, because at Dortmund he was not the boss, but he sat between the first team and the generation team. And you know, or manager or prepare players are almost a basro. He worked with Haaland, he worked with Real Madrid player and Jude Bellingham and all those players. Tedic and all of them, even Jurgen Klopp, Munyina and Krofua, Onyoma Ye Jumape. And the experience he tapped from all these people cannot be underestimated. The long and short of the Ampesa Mekaninya is we had a reason for bringing Otto, and that was to build from scratch after you free AFCON. Intino over here, I appointed, interview. It was one late afternoon after his appointment. We had an interview for about 45-50 minutes. And he kept repeating, say, the experience, I'm saying, what 10-year experience? No. It was not a sports show, it was a political show. So and I said that sometimes also we a projector and then be briwa I was a ubun nichie because of baby a woko. Me tie come de me pen pa. But because of baby ana me konintino. Me forget a common na kwa na me ko because ene okache the youth of today say on free domain GBC even for a day but me no for years. But one day.
But could be na large group say who will wave you.
Who sorry who can me who person me fa yes. So dynamics change. Now, one we had a project. Inti emano he decided say a long-term contract. In that long-term contract, there will be disappointments, there will be results, there will be poor results, there will be wins, there will be ish, whatever. But the firm stance of the FA was to stand by him in the midst of any challenge whatsoever. Stand by him because he is on a long-term contract. Eko you, anko you, papa mu, boni mu, stand by him. And you know, you cannot make a U-turn all of a sudden and say, but
football so is a result.
Absolutely, I agree. Sometimes situations, moments, certain decisions, one or two issues can affect team performance. And you also have to make critical analysis of all of this. In the first place, an opportunity to come and explain every single detail. Approach or they call game decision or he went into player selection for all the 6 matches. Or your presentation, I'm sure it changed a lot of things after the presentation. And also so GDA will be more. On can it semda. GDA will be more. Yes, I have people who work under me. Sometimes they misbehave, but I have a way of dealing with the situation. Me fa ebia kofi eshemase wa adwuma na kofi aye bibie na enye na enenam na me am ye kandifo no me am di anim no me de nasem nenam me ba na me ne kofi asan abe nice. A poor leadership trait. What I say? Once you know, say you are on a project, you are on a tangent, you believe in it, you have to stand by it. Whether it is popular or unpopular, you must stand by it. Officer Sabe, Obiba the president, na ne mpamfo na ne minister for din se munua onte ohunu. How is the approach? If you believe in the competence of the person, you will stand by the person. Because and that is why the leadership stuck with Otto in the midst of challenge, in the midst of difficulties, in the midst of disappointments, in the midst of all the adjectives you can use. They believed that
even against the tears of Ghanaians.
Oh yes, sometimes you have to. Obiba, baby, your mama money sisters iti or do river yanuya or motonio me. You should to asebi a foul monoma nyina yiri fa ho nyina ebi etore bi kra ebi hwere o monkwen. If a leader wakes up one day and says, "May pamo omu to save lives and to save property," it will be unpopular, but that may be the best. It will be very unpopular. Na me te domi. Na domi omu the station ho ufri market ho a. Unse station no okuko no so ho no. Omu yi free ho no omu de call commercial bank na chi ho.
Yeah. New station.
Yes, Saturday na me te born again.
Okay.
Me a benefit me because me free per 2 minutes na me do new station.
New station.
But obi so te crossing a. E was so 90 free ho eba new station ho be faka.
And as a fucker
for ba new station once or be far cracker kokro. Because ujina kwa ho fa nipa na ye bo. It was unpopular. But that is leadership. Into we a leader, I was say to you maybe good sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes leader you must be open to criticism, whether constructive, negative, whatsoever. And we say who be say tiny no. But once you occupy a public position, obia beka wasem. Me tie enra yesi obi te America, odidi matam se meji bribe. Me kura me nim me wo na dwobe 11 p.m. Afei nkofo send this and message the videos links na me kohwe. I don't know say wahu a.
Me hu.
Sa yesi obi te America na odi matam. Me ba me wiase me nye bribe da. Ade a enye me de amempre ho. Me mani mre obi ade.
Oji bribe free him for.
Yesi ye kofa Kalom hasi no do ni edin katia kwasiafo mo nkofo mo mra sebe mfa mbone mo nkofo mo mra sa GFA press secretary na na pampamu apaso boy no na pampamu apa o ne na ma ojejeje bribe no me nyi bi da me kam papa na so oda say it will be say wotia na gidigidi wo correct no let it slide sabi asem wo na nto asomu a ye ni akire it you must believe in the person, which of course I know say the FA leadership did, even though it was unpopular. They knew say we must stand by him and go with him, rather make provision for a new maybe out here. And I think today the results are there to guide us.
What's your reading? Is in the media say Edin Ketia said now he feel Ghanaian more than Obia.
Sano kai minti say wakasa.
Oh, so why express it so beba?
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is the basis. The basis is that
I want to put a human face to what you are saying.
Yes, sir. Interview no. Why did that?
Okay.
But
they are resurfaced.
And asaba beam.
Inte ya dada.
Bibi e ho deda.
Okay.
And I will quote our brother Sadiq Obama. Say on family no akasa.
Family.
Yes, only some members of Edin KTS family akasa.
Yeah.
And Oma catchre no in confidence say Abrantia no say unya obebo blasters no.
Okay.
Afi.
Well, first of all, he's a Ghanaian, true or false?
True.
He's active in football, true or false?
That I can't answer.
No, he's active.
No, he's active.
Not because Obo regularly.
Okay,
or
he's
active.
Yes,
he has a
club.
Now he got Liverpool match. He always winning goal and all of that. So those two.
And so Liverpool was
yes, baby, I want to dream. Yeah, baby, I want to dream.
No, make come on share obia enti.
Make come on. Enti no. Sanema mienu no. A qualify no. True or false?
True.
Okay, I can also speak in confidence. Say, 3 years ago, we contacted him. We, as in the FA, contacted him. The coach tried to bring him. When we were working on Dennis Odoi, Nyaki, Semenyo, and all, he was one of the people in that particular project.
More preaching or can't.
Eventually, at the time, what I was told was that he said he's not ready. He needed time. After that, mini coach, I am mini coach. Maybe the only thing we don't do is to sleep on the same bed. But we are always in sync. We are always together. We talk as late as 9 p.m. We were talking. Or mentioned to me, say, boy, and as a friend, say, and I don't come on now, only me, no, say, and as I say, I feel am I ready. And, it is difficult to go further on that.
Okay.
But until say Abia Obemeki formal, because we made a formal approach to him. And if you want to come back, you must pass through the same channel. If you are now ready, you must pass through the same channel. You shouldn't be on social media and speaking to media people, family people. No. We approached the boy. The coach spoke to him at the time that you said you are not ready. So if today you want to play, I think, say, you must go through that same
So you
channel.
approach the
As
FA
we speak,
or the coach?
I don't know, but I think they should know better. Okwanya Yafa, so they approach you 3 years ago. No, so I approach here, and I think it is, and I know, say, it's one thing that sometimes error I make. Kevin Prince Boateng, he came to play for Ghana. He misbehaved at some point. He was suspended from the national team. When he was coming back, did he use the media? He officially wrote a letter and apologized to the coach, the FA, blah, 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 and Ghanaians. He went through the FA.
I remember Saleh Tenokra.
Yes. Absolutely. And FA for not tenase at the time. Ura kosinye the children in Pamford tenase. And almost di home como, di bobo, and almost free coach no bisa coach and say, is he someone you are willing to welcome back into the team? Or say Anne, wama back. Yes.
The obey idea and no yebeka one.
No, I know there.
No yebeka one.
I'm only talking about structures and
okay.
respect for the setup. That's all.
Okay, so that's a dinketia. What about a Callum?
I don't know. Callum's also babo. And also Tiwai. And
also Abba.
Okay. Okay, Callum there. I know say. I know so by Ghana. Odo visited Ghana some time ago under President Akufo-Addo. Yeah. Man call Jubilee House. My President Akufo-Addo nini din komo. Ono so that time no so can say on here ready. Inti ABI now are ready. I don't know.
But ono the official FNA approaching that.
Yeah, aware of that.
Okay. And you send it no. So I understand coaching is obey on case by case basis.
Yes, Sana on coaching and
Sana coaching. You need a interview or catch and say this discussion obey approaching case by case.
Absolutely.
But do you think is a good module? Say Ghana for na we should be interested. We should be interested in getting them to play for our national team.
If they are good, why not? If they are good, and first of all, it's not just about the players being good, but it's about also the coach willing to work with them. Because 7 periods, say President Kurt kofa player ba, say Dr. Randiabi kofa player ba, say Papa Kwesiajiman kofa player ba, Mark Ado kofa player ba. Mark Ado enyo no be training player no. Ketoko enyo no be training player no. Kwesiajiman enyo no be training player no. Coach no be training player no. Inti ye u take decision bisa. Was a coach no foaso. Ansa na edimu na abotofa. Say coach name for so 90% of the time a recipe for disaster. What in American say? Inti me can be 2 questions. Say omo ye Ghana for was it Ane? Omo ye active was it Ane? And no court. And the coach comes to meet the executive council and says, "Matena say me analysis my way. Me feel say be a coffee bar boy." And me cramity every day of the week, I receive messages. Every day of the week. I think early part of this week, there was an article on one Ghanaian boy or Arsenal, Charles Sego Jr. You know that boy? Yeah. Ni mami a Liberian, ni papa a Ghanaian, ni papa from Kumasi. Recently, when the father came to Ghana, he called me. I met him. What I said, Ghana for a woman on India, they have the pride to represent Ghana. But when is the right time? What is the right time? Who brings them in? These are questions that normally coach any leadership answer.
And your Wabba means to me what fast be a friend of Alex Matos or was Sheffield United.
What is saying? What fast you name the age?
21.
Nothing who free once and once.
Some me fast more doors. Say me
who fast more doors, but what we are Bonidi Supi?
Alex Matos or Sheffield United.
Or your overseas.
Yes, Sheffield United.
Now, the Chelsea Prince Obiba him there. Was it any of us here? Friend Matos.
Yeah. Oh, by new dinner the better over. Oh no, or Sheffield United.
Okay.
Season match be a Sheffield Abubia or 90 minutes.
Obo's position, man.
Or a centre back pa.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or a good passer.
Becca
of the
coach
ball.
No one monitano.
Good passer.
Alex Matos.
Yes, through the Chelsea Academy.
Matos in the MATOS.
No, a 1T.
MATOS.
Yes.
Okay.
NT.
No. I'll tell the coach.
For phone, not check it.
No. It doesn't matter. I am gonna take a decision. It doesn't matter.
Me mean ko baby me can waba
ya. Me free happy make catch the coach no.
Pacho ya no catch the coach na.
Any coach you adwuma pa because
but monitoring is part of the job. Yeah. Scouting, monitoring is part of the job.
Na me nua kwesi asempa ne oni ha bibi nti oni ha. Ono nso wo fa ase bi e wo komu. Your friend no Jason Adai.
Only minimum from Holland.
Yes, inti say inti Pacho can asem chire coach no.
Alex Matos. He knows for Jason Otto knows him.
Okay, any Pacho for Alex me wo fa say Alex Matos no fa. Ni di ma coach ni mame na. Se me fa ne stars nyina ma na fa ma coach mame ya.
Enye problem.
Ya ene sa mame.
Enye problem.
Say obi a representing interest.
Me say enye me manu kwa o. Enye me manu kwa o.
E ma no.
Ananu me wo obi send me a message from Israel. Sometimes you wonder where they get your contact from. From Israel. Israel or see Ghana striker be or Israel. Oba inti minkanche Kimlas. Inti aye mema no kwa. Ena aye Black Stars kwa. 90 omu nyina. Ma me bi cra frame some time ago say e was say ojai na dwuma o UK no de ne ba no betena pram. One no betena pram 2 months cra or ready.
Any etie we.
Kwajo, me kwajo. Adwanade. Se me fini me fi na me ya. Okay. Na no ntumi ade wa fa no ka ho asam tira no. Ne ko kurom.
Enti asante twu na me bom ha se office adwuma na ye de ma no ntumi ampacho se sa woni ma na ko asuboy kwatena asuboy wadafo no tonku be wo kwan na no kwatena ne nje. Kwame Jesse de me na ye bia Blasters. Menena ye bia no pay. Qualification no e sweet.
Ane.
And we can hit our chest and say poverty alleviation World Cup no. Ya qualify. Yes, omuntie. Say yanka hwe. Yanka bibi boni bia.
Na se menka.
Say poverty so omutie. Poverty alleviation.
Translator so yawe.
Yanka omu ho asem boni. Yanka omu ho asem boni. Poverty alleviation. Omu kra nim say obi ho omu man visa no kwa oma. They know.
Omu kra nim.
Oh yes, omu nim pa.
Okay. And one now come.
Our visit ancestral is the visit to our ancestors.
Yes.
Kwa
1497.
Inti ye Kwame, your reading matters arising after the World Cup qualifications.
No because the matters been arising. In the end they are qualified for World Cup. I think let's put it this way. You see Tikrom Kwej now. So everyone will always have a view or two on anything. Everybody has a view on something. And Rana will be din komo about Obia not menino yedim no. Okoni parkono social media wala. It looks like he has a view on everything. Send ya walk or learn opinion on it. He has a view on everything. So people have a view. So all these in coma yedi wa ha no pay, you know. Enye bibi ya wawa, enye bibi ya being see that. The most important thing for me as a person was say on the back of the sea with the AFCON, we would find a way to go to North America. And we found a way to go there. Because we will follow the progress of the Black Stars. Time and AFCON qualifiers, you know, we're all worried. I mean, in my lifetime, I think I've covered AFCON, like I've really been a part. I would start from 2006 as in line with my work. Not like as a journalist growing up, in line with my work.
As a journalist.
I think that the only AFCON, especially not being there, I think it must be Egypt 2006 and Cameroon on Sumanko. But every other AFCON, I think I've been there. Even for me, as from that perspective, no, I would want to see the team do well. I would want to see the team excel. Because some of our colleagues, grandpa, ya no more share chikro, mo even for us, when the team qualifies for a tournament, we benefit. I know someone at the audience has in a book, including myself. Say Martina play mu 2000. Emu ABR 1997 was because of sports or something sports related. And then and it has given me a lot of experience. Aside that, you know, bear accounts, your phone bear accounts. But no, you can watch it later. I'm for have made decent money following the national team in any way or form. Fine. And see, even for us, we are excited, we are happy when the team is doing very well. And you know, seeing the Black Stars make it to another World Cup on the back of the Mihu Okata Kata Nam on the back of the Mihu Okata. On the back of the sea Honum. I'm very happy to see us qualify for another World Cup. The most important thing for a lot of people when they say Obiane the standards in Tibia you call Katano, you free at the end of group stage, the first round. Hopefully, you be nim achinsa. Morocco have showed us the way. They be say, if you take the Moroccan team, take out Ashraf Hakimi from the team and take them individual player by player. Their players are not playing at high level. Be mad out.
And as a Kasempampo, you see your team win. Any Morocco team, player for player, we are better than them.
We Ashraf Hakimi if you team numa. But they got to the semi-final of the World Cup. And see, Obiane Senyebi Obi team with a coach who
first tournament
who after before on it with that Athletic Club, a winning Champions League about 2 or 3 years ago.
The first tournament was AFCON, the AFCON before.
The AFCON before. But even with the AFCON after they got to the 2022 semi-final at the World Cup, go and check. I was in Ivory Coast with them. I think they got to just the second round, was the quarterfinal. So, for me, I am excited to see I qualify. What I would want to see is the team consistently performing. I always use the measure of from 2006 Once you qualify for World Cup, we were so excited. It's never happened. In my opinion, that's the answer that I'm finding serious. In my opinion, because of that World Cup. But from that time, just look at the trajectory. 2008, you do semi-final. 2010, you call final Angola. For the first time since 1992, yes, I call final. Yes, I call any one step further as far as the World Cup is concerned. You could be in quarter final. 2012, you call Gabon, you could do semi-final. 2013, you call South Africa, you could do semi-final. 2015, yes, I call final. In between that, 2014, you call World Cup. 2017, yes, I could do semi-final. 2018, Russia, so we have seen good times, and from that time, it's not been good. So we have seen good times with the Black Stars before. It is a team idea. What do you want to see as Obia or that space? You want to see the team do well. I hope just like Henry Kache, time and then with the AFCON qualifiers. In Kobo Bibri also, these players know they are not just. One, they are role models. People are looking at them. People are counting on them, and all of that. Until any time a Black Star it's up to them to go to the pitch and deliver. And they are not only doing it for a lot of people have emotions that are invested anytime they are playing into the game. And careful will be one company Comoros. Say go be other. I'm out for Juma Monday and Opa. Madame Fubi, as a Bay 11. Or see, will be in the car, Barbie blocking. What do you mean to the car? Meanwhile, the action best outquage. But Sunday, no, here, man.
And the who deal into your Kopaki or Henry office.
I'm wearing a man to go. If you know when your side, Bay 11, not as soon as
now the football federation, you idea. No,
make a dear chattel. People, the Black Stars, air bomb match. I want now who said, that's why the Encrofor so people have emotions invested in the team. And for the players themselves, are they in Tikruma? And before 2010, Kevin's career was going nowhere. In fact, the ETA and Cramponi said he was on the verge of moving to Genoa. At that time. After World Cup, now AC Milan. And that season, only Milan they win Scudetto. That season, 2010-2011, with Balotelli and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they won the Scudetto. For the players themselves, it's a big deal. Value. So Drew Honoma, Yenti Chroma, and the year before 2014. Nankofo be bringing him James Rodriguez. Me na me who Benfica aba besin ko Monaco. After World Cup, no, Real Madrid on saying 88 million euros or something like that.
That's huge.
So for these players, no, they understand the value of these things. It's, you know, even for Kudus, after World Cup, see who here. I mean, in the space of how many years? 55 million at Spurs, 47 million at West Ham United. It was also within a period of just about 3 years. Moving to two different clubs.
After this World Cup, he's on his way to Liverpool.
From 9 million from Norgeland to Ajax. From 9 million to 47 to 55. In the period of how many years? Transfer fees in Kwa. At least, or the Kakra baby fee, Beckham, for Beckham Union, the now for Bibri and so the Odiaba, or Becosun so the Aba, because I've been winning 24. Into the Yemen, another 10 years at a very high level. So it is not just Obijna partner so Bobo Keke. I wrote a paper. Your publishing or SoccerNet, I think it's still there, on the value of Ghana players and sports in general. So we'll be at a certain level. Boy, it's me boy Ghana. Not that time, another conversation be also about what sports contributes to the GDP. So I did a small paper about 2 or 3 pages, and my mags on Canet publishing. I think it is still there. Semenyoti hey, and as you can say any of the players that you want to use. That's Ebian once na bruchi. Ebian no about na Ghana. Maybe your investments be or we sit down be or your restaurant be or how business be or be. Or be fan crowd. Those people who collect salaries. Only be better home for. So if he succeed, in some way I'm an account. So the football chain and yet 2014 was a 2018. I make kind of be about Italy. On himself since 2014, no qualify World Cup. Into almost year paper B. 2014 no more qualifying. It cost the Italian economy 1 billion euros.
2018 no more qualify. 2014 no more
2018 no more 2022 so more. Nina almost year a home paper. Hana yemfa niema bi nye. It is the Black Stars qualifying for the World Cup. No, it's a big thing. Yeah, call African cabinets and money it's a big thing, but I as a born hanum near hands no be out baby. So for me, I'm excited. What I want to see in this performances, no, you call you kind of saying whether it's I'm out for say a group or Canada, but it's all more. You could be Mexico cry na.
Baby, you could
be Mexico cry na. At least. And you see, it's a team competition be like that. That's a team anymore. It's fun. It's a wonderful thing. Yene Qatar, yene Uruguay, Friday. I'm out for a plan Saturday room. I'm out for any ball also no more doing cry.
One of my best tournaments, South Africa. I me real shopper. And no money to so mommy. Because of Ghana.
Because now you're in the African team and not
Ghana and Raymond Akumi, Unimono.
Ghanaian times.
Also, Chow. Also, when your stories bear 12.
Ewo de ya kan.
Ewo de we no did twaso.
Sa.
Na ode me we no. Me afro hairstyle no. Ode bear story back Monday, okay. Any say adwuma ye ni yie pa na.
Oh, ani. Ye ni yie pa nti. A very important, survey was conducted. MC 2000 after the 2006 World Cup. A company put out this thing about the production of World Cup babies. And almost say in the year that they play the World Cup, no. Country now will be winning, the winning country, and the country is somewhere there. The following year, we record a lot of it.
Say out of excitement.
Out of excitement, so, and it was quite interesting. Say even somebody could take interest in that area and begin to even research, and say that we have been able to record a lot of bets the following year after a World Cup. In a country where, the country did well in the tournament. It's very interesting. But look, I think, for us, what we needed the Black Stars to do, they've done for us. They needed to qualify us for the World Cup. they absolutely did, and we have to be grateful. Say they have been able to do it. Because look, failure to have qualified for the World Cup meant say in a space of 2 tournaments we were not going to go.
It's even not good for the football ecosystem.
Not at all. Not at all.
They are not present in 2 international competitions.
Ade na omo no my fan track because 2025 Morocco we are not going to be there. Now when in BB say omo ye draw nene sa nyoma na it makes you feel and as a tournament like as a chance here. Now I am sure you are looking forward to 5th December.
Washington.
Because there will be
draw.
There will be a draw.
Ghana will be in there.
Wait there, sorry now. 2022 March. I call Nigeria. Kobo Nigeria way, we match now. Your dressing room. Say you return here after the game. We said there was a hold up because of pitch invasion. Keep here keep here for over 3 hours because the safety and security people said it was not safe for us to come out because now man for to now we're blocking.
Some of the Ghanaian journalists were in trouble.
And if we honor TDD we are bus on our way to the airport. Na email drop where we are expecting you in Doha next Monday
for the draw.
My name boss Alex Asante and Abobo straight to Qatar. Now, Mr. Asante Timiche, normally when we travel, we are always together because he handles the administration operations and then I do the media operations. What's his name?
Asante for me.
What's his name? We young qualifier. And can email no Nigeria.
Yeah, so you see, so you see, again,
and that was, I think that was the game was on a Saturday or something. Monday,
again, and again, sometimes this is where, as a media person, you want to be. Sometimes we talk as though the people managing the game they don't care. So, but this classic example makes you know, makes you feel, because it's as if Yenkwan and Lucy, it's as if it's only.
Into your court draw no. Omo auditorium ho. Omo ye PMA, and omo ye MA. MA ni member association. PMA ni participating member association. In the PMA no, countries are qualified for the World Cup. And in a PMA, and MA countries are unqualified. But because it's a FIFA event, you invite your mama. In the MA for to baby, and a PMA for to baby. Now when at that time no, Amaju Pinnick, no Nigeria FA president. In the me Vice President Alex Asante, and President Keto Kreku, and Amaju Pinnick. We were having a cocktail. Yesterday, tea and coffee. And MC no announce said, "Na ye drawn." MC announce said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting in 5 minutes. Could you please take your seat?" And Amaju Pinnick, ko baby a PM for no. Oh,
and a president can.
And a president say, "Hey, Oga, you lost, so you know be here you belong." Pinnick Jawaza, I was cut on a friend of cat or kind of cut. I was cut. But you shouldn't remind me now.
Charlie, today be my lucky day. I just download the Betika app for Google Play Store. Where I do some small deposits. No, boom! Betika dash me 100% free bet. Free day paper. So me, I place my bet sharp. I no go door. As in, so make you no slack. Download the Betika app now and grab your free bet. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. Not for persons below age 18. Gaming can be addictive.
no cretro dos here high sensor, the about chimney television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner. Now so when say your laser TV, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, iron, air fryer, kakrebi mpono. So to adie ewe ho, infie no muntem, se ho techema, ne free ne a. Fabra yensie amawa, yebese sama. Se so the high sense showrooms no, ebu organa afa na nyina. Nti bibi na wo pato a, bo na iko, ne kwajo de, ebi won kran. Tama, Kumasi, Takrade, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuase, Sunyane, Techima, Tamale, Hoy, Kofodia, a bonnet da phone boko at the mount. See a high sensor, near Tredia Echeno, dear Papano, dear Ensang in Amcanian, dear F Feno, Naya Befono, Bibina Open Chrimua, Frey 0302 550000, and now Quabefon and Zintintanusu, Ubenya highsense.com.gh. Your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any YouTube or so, and also share High Sense Ghana. High Sense, the name was so be abotum, enono.
Everywhere you go, big go. For the friends and the family, big go. Big refreshing moment, big go. For the kids and the adults, big go. Boys and girls with a drink up, big go. Everywhere the party day, big go. We go mash up the place with the big go. Greatest in every battle, big go. Big go. Big go. Big go. Big go. Big go. Big refreshing moments.
Beagle drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there's no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with joy. We move to our own beats. We move with the natural goodness of Malta Guinness. A feel-good refreshment with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6. Grab a bottle of Malta Guinness now and feel the vim. Malta Guinness, we move. Always check out for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
No cretro dos here high sensor, the about chimney television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner. Now so when say your laser TV, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, iron, air fryer, kakrebi mpono. So to adie ewe ho, infie no muntem, se ho techema, ne free ya Fabra yensie amawa, yebese sama. Se so the high sense showrooms no, ebu organa afa na nyina. Nti bibi na wo pato a, bo na iko, ne kwajo de, ebi won kran. Tema, Kumasi, Takrade, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuase, Sunyane, Techima, Tamale, Hoy, Kofodia, a bonnet da phone boko at the mount. See a high sensor, near Tredia Echeno, dear Papano, dear Ensang in Amcanian, dear F Feno, Naya Befono, Bibina Open Chrimua, Frey 0302 550000, and now Quabefon and Zintintanusu, Ubenya highsense.com.gh. Your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any YouTube or so, and also share High Sense Ghana. High Sense, the name was so be abotum, enono.
The luckiest, luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest, luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. What do you do when you need some money? You go free hustle, you go bread, but you need some luck today. Just dial *712 hash, make you play the game and win. Oh. Buy for your mama, buy for your papa, buy for your brother and your sister and your crew. From 1 city to 5K, you don't need much, not much to play. Just dial *712 hash, luckiestlotree.com. Play the game, play the luckiest. Oh, luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest, is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
You could be the luckiest.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there's no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with joy. We move to our own beats. We move with the natural goodness of Malta Guinness. A feel-good refreshment with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6. Grab a bottle of Malta Guinness now and feel the vim. Malta Guinness, we move. Always check out for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
Yedase pa yi ene emre edietian yo but call Dr. Sabash we was Sabash Herbal Center. Ye wo La Paz opposite Abrantia Sports. Stroke, diabetes, pulse, and afi low sperm count, yes sakra. Na ye co-bites ne de ya genkwa. Se open doso puatu ako helus heba ewo okanshi dragline. Little George ewo tema community 5 and afi Ekus Pharmacy ewa Shama main station wa. Yes spiritual soup oil any cream no. Eye pa spiritual consultation no Tuesday anope bia. Ena ye bie every Monday ekusi Sunday frere Dr. Kwaku Saba ewo 0249 217453 na obeje oso na oni edi dwuma pa. E Malta Guinness say remove campaign no ekoso pa. Osi se uchusu made in Ghana Malta Guinness no over imported ones na ye di free Nigeria bana.
Happy FM 98.9.
Na u protect local business, u create a CV jobs. U support Ghanaian industry, na u boost economic growth, na fe u show o national pride. Malta Guinness made in Ghana by Ghanaians for Ghanaians. We move. Not every chairman is a chairman. A chairman, being a chairman is more than just a title. A chairman is the one who makes his woman happy in bed. A chairman is the one who gets appellations in the morning. Every chairman will attest say the happiness start with a kiss. Enti say opeso ye chairman to say Henry Asante Chumudia na obeko nearest pharmacy any chemical drugstore no akope kiss condoms. Kiss condoms. Eno ye ni extra large ewo ho but say unya gel ni bi de ka ho a me pacho kiss condoms no say opeso ye chairman to say Henry Asante Chuma koje kiss condoms ni bi extra large enim enti no obeje kiss strawberry gel ni bi enti o de kiss condom no hyase na esan say extra large enim enti opese ko smooth ne ko deep dia na de strawberry gel ni bi e de aka na ye kama pa e de Henry Dansem crying me pacho the luckiest is because luck is everywhere. Dial *712#. Choose first option no say auto ticket e dia ma ho. Second no say auto e dia ma obi. So pese system na generate wo lucky ticket e de ma wa option 1. O confirm with momo a no option 2. The luckiest because luck is everywhere. Guys, yen wrap it up. Esan say happy news team Abba. Henry, yen wrap it up. It's good news for Ghana. Good time for Ghana because there was stars and players, quality players abound. I
would like to switch a bit. Nama Weshi Kotoko, the best of luck this weekend.
Okay.
Against WAC.
Okay.
You call Morocco no before Central African Republic match no. One of their training facilities nana you use. Inti minim hok pa WAC for no. Na me catch on club president and say ye be yi o mafrim. Me catch on president say ye be yi o mafrim.
Kotoko be yi o
mafrim. Say Kotoko ejina o maye.
Ghana, yeah.
Inti Weshi Kotoko the best of luck and I want to hope say on bedin kunim this weekend. Say ne be a second leg, you know. To me a corner, and I believe that once we win convincingly, a second leg to be to my baby or Morocco. Indeed, all the best to Kotoko on Sunday.
And no, Henry Asante Chum, Yemre Nason 12 Anya Abba Nessa, and Nadia, Kwesi Yeboa Abba, Kwesi Yeboa Abba Ketchri, yes, Waba, or de happy Cassia, but the Otosumi no, Ena or de Ebre, Medini Prince Obiba Poakwa Brown, Mena Medi Happy Sports, and him. Na ye di jumedi eba Mayena Henry Asante Chuma sese ye frɛ no obai after unya qualification on kasa ewo FM station bia first FM station minimum say Henry and interview Crawford record pa no mo be didi ho pa eno an ye di ko weekend no and Crawford be didi ho ye pa ya sorry de na happy kasebo ene de ba medini Prince Obiba Poakwa Bram